Alright, here we are at the Monaco Grand Prix in southwest France. About to do a couple of laps. Unfortunately not in the race that was up ahead of us, as I couldn't get the AI to stay on the track when I filmed that intro, but do a couple of laps nonetheless. So Monaco Grand Prix, wanted to do this video before Monaco, as it's very, very closely related to Monaco. Both in France, both street circuits, both vintage tracks that have run since the 60s, not earlier. And yeah, this track's been running since the 1900s, early 1900s. It's the first track to have the word Grand Prix in its name, and it was one of the first racetracks in France that was ever created. I say it was just roads, but it was raced on. It was part of the Formula One calendar from 1950 through to 1962 as a pre-season race, and then from 64 onwards it was a part of the Formula 2 calendar, and it was a solitary part of the Formula 2 calendar for a very long time, until like 2000s, and then it became Formula 3 from there forth, and it still runs to this day. So great track, and it hasn't changed a single ounce in those years either, so it's exactly as you would race it. Doesn't really matter which version of the track you're racing on. Fortunately, couldn't get the AI to work on any of the versions, as we have a little bit of a moment there. Coming down the back straight, got to start our first lap at this great track. So coming through this little kink here, and then into the first corner called Train Station. Not actually called Train Station, it's something in French that I can't pronounce, but it is Train Station translated to. So, and then you would come up on the way past this roulette up to Pont Oscar, which is Oscar Bridge, and you want to go under it, second gear, back on the throttle as quick as you can, up towards University Corner. Again, can't pronounce that word, but, and then we're on to Casino. So it also has a casino, same as Monaco. We use much of this track out here, but unfortunately we have used too much on that lap, so we will skip forward and come back to where we actually don't do that. So starting the next lap now, we'll do the kink again. 1 minute 30. The end of that lap was pretty decent, even with the little bit of moment I had. Going through the first corner once more on the way up the hill. Yeah, very historical track. As I said, still runs F4, F3 to this day, and was the track where Billy Munger won his first open wheeler race, even after his accident where he lost his legs. I think he lost his legs. I know that he was unable to use them. So he had a Formula 4 or Formula 3 car set up with hand control, so hand accelerator and hand brake. And yeah, won the race, which is very impressive to watch. Racing alongside Yuki Tsunoda and everything in one Grand Prix, so it was really worth a watch that race. Come through this corner, I'm calling it Marshall Post, something loosely translated in French. And then Bush hairpin here, again, all loosely translated. You come downhill for this triple chicane, it's pretty much flat out. It's 1, 2, and 3, and then you just flat all the way down the back straight. And we'll come across the line to finish our first flying lap. So what's the time going to be? Say 1 minute 29.2. It's a really quick lap actually. Noticed straight away while I was talking that going through just after Casino, I'm downshifting to third, so I'm just going to go back to pits and change that. So I've shortened third gear here, so I shouldn't be downshifting in the middle of Casino now. Come through the first corner once more. 1 minute 32 is on the hour out lap from pits. But we'll come up the hill once more. We should definitely be on a better lap this time, just even with that shortening of gears. So minor adjustments. This car is a mod from THR, and it's a Formula 3 mod, so not the Matra, it's the Techno, and it's really quite easy to drive out of the box. I haven't made any setup changes or anything, and this track and it just gel really well together, so that's why I wanted to do a video on it. Really wanted to race. so bummed I couldn't get it working. But anyway, still fun to drive. I've done quite a few laps on it now, just driving it. Every lap is as rewarding as the next. We don't downshift third through here now, so it should save a lot of time going to the Park by More Hotel on the left there. And then into Marshall Post once more. Kicking it out a little wide there. It's not ever going to make time. We'll mount off the curb for good measure. And on our way down to Bush Hairpin. So really, really fun track to drive actually. I haven't tried it in the modern cars, the modern Formula 3s or 4s, but I'd imagine be a little bit more difficult. There's also an extra chicane where we just went through there that is a lot tighter. Going down the back straight once more. So we've also got less fuel in the car. Let's see what we do. There's a lap time. It's only a 1:29.3, so going quicker on the first lap, but I did also bounce the curb a couple of times there, so go back and try again. I also noticed that I was still over revving a little bit, so under revving a little bit, so I shortened gears some more. Come through the first corner very quick, very late in the brakes there. On our way up the hill towards Oscar Bridge, see what we can do here. I feel like we've got a lot of pace in our pocket, we just need to pull it out. Man, great track to drive, really, really quite fun. Jim Clark was the most successful driver at this track as well in Formula 2. Won 4 of his 6 races here or something, some such. Could be wrong there. Very successful though. As we come through Casino once more, keep it pinned as much as you can. Turn in early here, get the car sideways and foot back on the throttle as soon as you can. Coming into Marshall, you want to straight line it and then turn left, quick flick right. Whoa! Car gets massively up in the air there. Don't know what happened there, but don't want to do that. I'm down to Bush once more and hug it tight. And back on the power for this triple chicane, flat out the whole way down the hill. So AI also like to get silly through here and we slow right down, so it's another problem spot that I had. Quick video today, just do some laps. Come across the line, 1:29.2 even with that massive bump, so can definitely go quicker, which we will do right now. So next lap after that, coming across the line with a 2:49 per hour out lap, and let's come into the first corner and see what we can do this lap. So all we need to do is not mount that curb on the inside of Marshall Post and we should have a pretty good lap here. So come up the hill towards Oscar Bridge once more, under the sign and braking late, braking at the second lamppost and turning in, keeping our foot, mounting curb, so still got time to make downshift at first as late as we possibly can there, back on the accelerator as soon as we can, run it out wide nearly into the casino driveway and then turning in once you're there and turning hard, and then as soon as you see Park Beaumont, turning in and keep your foot on the throttle, little lift to get it rotate and straight lining it for Marshall Post down the second, quick left, quick right, not mounting curb that time, and then let it run out wide, cut back in on our way down to Bush Hairpin. And you want to hug this one nice and tight, and that's another fast lap done, this time no mistakes. Man, what a track, it's great track. Also nowhere near as well known as I thought it would be, especially considering it's pretty much on the same level as Monaco in terms of drive style. But anyway, coming across the line, what lap time do we have? We have 1:29 flat, so that is quick. Fastest lap I've ever done at this track, actually. So that was a couple of laps at Po. Hope you enjoyed. So anyway, shorter style of video today. Just wanted to put out one before the Monaco Grand Prix effectively, and I figured there was no better place to do it than this circuit, realistically. It's the exact same DNA as Monaco. It's only just shy of where Monaco is, and they've both been around for about the same amount of time. So Shame we couldn't race here, but hey, maybe there'll be an update or two in the future, or maybe someone will finally put out an AI line that works. Hint, hint, someone should go make one. Anyway, thanks for watching again, and I'll see you guys next time.